In this video, I will be going over the new update that was just released for Rift Royale. For this update that was just added today, they introduced a new game mode called Team Deathmatch. Now in Team Deathmatch, there are two teams, and the first team to get 75 kills wins the match. Every time you go down in that game mode, you respawn again with a different weapon. Speaking about weapons, they also added new weapons to the game. There is a new rocket launcher, an automatic pistol with a very high fire rate called the ZZ Auto, a 3-round burst assault rifle called the Type 95, and there's also a new SMG called the PP Bison, and the magazine for the PP Bison has a really high ammo capacity. They also introduced this skydiving, which means that you can head towards the ground much faster, and the only time you will draw your parachute is when you're close to the ground. They added skydiving because before the update, when you jumped out of the plane, you can only use the parachute, which means you were landing much slower when you're heading towards the ground. Now specifically for squads, your teammates now stick together when you guys are jumping from the plane. There is a new drop leader that is assigned to a random teammate at the beginning of every match, and wherever that drop leader decides to head towards, like for example a building, his teammates are also going to follow him. Because if you remembered, before the update, sometimes people want to go in a different direction, especially when you're playing in squads. So let's say for example someone wanted to head towards Easy Island, but like your teammate wanted to head towards like the military base or Loot Valley. Now that they added the drop leader, you and your 3 teammates are going to be landing in the same area and same location, so you're no longer going to be separated from your teammates. They also changed the ping system. One of them is that if you already have an existing ping on something, let's say like you pinged at an enemy player nearby, if you decide to ping that same ping again, it will disappear. Now when you spot enemy players and you ping them, they will actually alert your teammates, so they will know that there's an enemy player nearby. Also, when your teammate pings something, like an enemy player for example, if you ping the same ping that your teammate pinged it will actually confirm the ping. They also added a new button when you go down, and it's basically where you could give up if you know your teammate is not going to be able to revive you. For the PC, all you have to do is just press X on your keyboard, and for mobile, all you have to do is press the give up button. So if you know that your teammates are not going to be able to revive you, you can just press the give up button and then like head back to the lobby or just queue up for another game. Now for this week, they changed it up the operators, and the free operator for this week is Blitz. Blitz is a very powerful operator that you should definitely try out if you haven't done so already. All you have to do is just press the operator button that is next to the invite button, and then select the Blitz operator and click select. Now you have the Blitz operator activated. They also introduced some new balance changes for the weapons in this update, and now for the blue auto shotgun, the damage increased it from 3 to 7. For the purple auto shotgun, the damage increased it from 5 to 9. For the gray pump, the damage actually decreased it from 6 to 5. For the blue pump, the damage actually increased it from 8 to 9. For the purple SAR, the damage increased it from 28 to 30. For the legendary SAR, the damage increased it from 32 to 36. For the legendary Deagle, the damage increased it from 50 to 55. For the gray AR, the damage actually decreased it, and it went from 12 to 11. For the green AR, the damage also decreased it, and it went from 13 to 12. For the gray pistol, the damage actually increased it, and it went from 10 to 12. There's also some other changes that they added in this update, and one of them is that they disabled the footstep indicators on PC. If you don't know what the footstep indicators are, they were basically the red triangles that you would see, and that is also how you know that there was an enemy player nearby. Since they removed the footstep indicators on PC, which are the red triangles, you no longer can rely on them for you to know that there's an enemy player nearby. They also changed the UI for the ability button. The ability button before the update was really big and was next to the shield bar, the health bar, and also your weapons. They also fixed a bug that you may have noticed, and that is when you lose speed when you're jumping. Before the update, when you used to jump around, especially when you're trying to avoid enemy fire, your speed used to slow down. Since they now fixed the bug, you won't lose speed when you're jumping. They also added some changes to the map, and they changed it around some of the mountains and hills that were in it. Now for the plane, they actually increased the speed by 25%, which means the plane now goes a lot faster, so you can head towards a certain location much quicker. They also updated the loot for the airdrops, which were the purple mystery boxes that you see throughout the game, and they basically changed some of the items that you could get from the airdrops. These are the new changes and additions that they added into the game during this new update. Please make sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment down below on what you think about this update. Make sure you watch this video next because you don't want to miss it.